This is how it should look like. I just need to.
Oh.
All right. So coming to this, all right.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's week two. We got programming assignment one.
Okay.
I'm just gonna copy these and that's all. There is nothing here. See, this is nothing. So the program is asking us to give it the output as multiplication. Multiply two
Okay.
numbers. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna paste the code here. So I'll just delete the things so that. So we saw the input as 5 and 10, right? Two numbers we
Mm-hmm.
did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I consider that you don't know Java. All right. So
Okay.
always Java method starts from main method. Okay.
Okay.
This is
Mm-hmm.
where the program execution starts. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So this what is happening in line number 14? Can you try to guess?
Line number 14 scanner senior scanner system dot in. So it's trying to make an object of the scanner class,
Very good.
and it is passing system dot in. I don't know what that is.
That's okay. The system.in is nothing but the input. All right. So
Okay.
this scanner class object is gonna help us to take the input from the I mean from the input box
Okay.
from the console, something like that. Got it?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, that's what is happening in the line number 14. Line number 15, you are saying that you are going to take a integer,
Okay.
right? So this sc dot next line will read this whole line, all right,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
pass it to integer.
Okay.
It's whatever it is. It will read as string, all right. If it is next line means
Mm-hmm.
it is going to read it as string. That string is getting converted to integer,
Okay.
and that integer you are storing it to the variable w. Simple,
Okay.
as simple as that.
Easy.
So same goes
Mm-hmm.
in line number 16, right? So
Okay.
what's happening in
Mm-hmm.
line number 17?
It is making an object of rectangle class
Correct.
currently.
So once the object of the rectangle class is I mean, if you're creating an object of the rectangle class, you should go to the rectangle class.
Okay.
All right. So we can see that there is no constructor and it is not required for this case, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are not passing anything by default, it's not required. But when you
Yeah.
create an object, these two things will get their default values. Do you know what are the default values for integer?
Like there right now there are no default values.
Right now there
Like
is no
because
values assigned, so it means it will take the default value.
okay.
I'll show you an
So
example. I'll show you an example.
okay.
We have xyz, all right, and it's going to print
Mm-hmm.
z. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can read this, right? Main function,
Yeah.
we have three things, and then system dot,
Yeah.
this is how we print it. This is just some string plus z.
Yeah.
z,
Got it. Mm-hmm.
z is going to take the default value.
Okay.
It's taking some time though.
I'm assuming it should take like any garbage value, like anything.
Actually no, Java will take it as
Oh.
0. 0 is the default value.
Oh. Oh damn.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Do I have power? I have it. Let's just run it once. Usually it's fast. See, it came fast.
35. Explosive is 35.
No, it got refreshed now.
Okay.
Acha. Z
One.
has not been initialized. Okay, it's because we are calling it in a static thing. All right, so
Okay.
ignore that. But if you're doing it here, then it will give us 0.
By default, it will always take it as 0.
Huh, that's correct. So if you're using in the main method itself, you have to give it some value. I mean,
Okay.
that may
Got it.
not have been initialized because it's saying that we have declared it, but we have not initialized it with some value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how it is. If you want, I can even show it. Not a problem. Class A. Okay, so x equal to 20. No, int x. We are just looking at the default values, right? Int x.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna delete these three. Let's create an object of class A. Help me to do that.
A equals to new A obj equals to new A
Right.
parameter.
Good. So, and how do you access that?
A dot x.
Very good.
Obj dot x.
Yeah, yeah. Obj dot
Dot x.
x. All right. So let's print this now. See, now you got the value 0.
Oh, damn. This is new. Okay.
Now it's clear.
Yeah, it's clear now.
I'm making it as float. Can you guess it?
I was in 1.0. Sorry,
0.
0.0.
Yeah, you are almost close.
Okay, 0.0.
Yeah. String.
String is null. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's all. These are the basic things, right? I mean, int.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we mostly use. So that's okay. So float also it's gonna be the same.
Float point zero. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Double
0,
also.
0.0 null. That's it.
Anything else you wanted to check?
Double also, I think it should give 0.0.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So this is just basic enough. That's more than enough for now,
Yeah.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
while you're creating an object, all right, and if you're trying to print,
Mm-hmm.
if you're trying to access these two variables, then it will give us what? 0.
0, yeah.
This is what exactly has happened. See, we created an object, and right after creating an object, we are accessing the uh,
Very well.
variables. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
So look at this. You have something where huh, r dot set w of h. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is simple. So r is the object, and set
Mm-hmm.
w. We don't have a function. We are supposed to write the functions.
Oh, we have to write set W and set H.
Correct. How do I write it?
Public
Hmm.
set W.
Actually, you also need to type
Mm-hmm.
do the return type.
Oh, public int
Is it gonna return
integer.
an integer? Look at this. Is it gonna return an integer? If you are assigning it to
Mm-hmm.
something, for example, int x
Oh,
equal
okay,
to
okay.
50, then what
It's
is
not
that?
returning anything. It's not
Correct.
returning anything.
Which means
Public void
very good.
set W.
Hmm. So
And
what is it accepting?
int.
Very good. Int w. Right. So now what you need to do?
We just need to say,
Set it to w.
yeah.
Okay.
Basically, we have to set the global variable to the value of variable passed.
Correct. So this is what you have to do.
Yeah.
Got it? So again we'll do that.
Mhm.
I also wanted to do something else. I wanted to show you something. Right. So I'll create same thing. Public void set x int x.
Mhm.
Okay. This dot x equal to x.
Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So it's going to be obj dot set x, and I'm going to give it 100. Right. So this should ideally set it. Let's check it if it is working fine. Uh, public void. What is it? What is it? Oh,
Oh, public. The spelling of public.
yeah, yeah. We are getting the output as 100.
Mhm.
Right. So what if
Oh,
I don't use this?
what if you don't use it? In this case, it will set the global x. Like whenever you access x without obj,
Right.
that would be set to 100.
So
But in that case, how are you going to access it outside the class?
exactly. Now what is the output going to be?
In this case, the output should be obj.x. This should be 0.
Very good. Yeah. So basically what is happening is you're actually reading a variable x from here. All right. So 100 is getting
Mm-hmm.
here. All right. And this
Mm-hmm.
x is also 100. This x is also 100. You're not doing anything. You're assigning the same 100 to the same.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no
Oh,
progress. Got my point?
yeah, local thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So these both, this and this, are referring to the same x.
Hmm.
Okay.
Got it.
So if you don't want to use, sometimes you will see some questions where there won't be this. Okay. If this keyword is required, now what will happen? See, I have changed it.
Okay.
See,
Now it would set
I'll put it as
the
xy. Go ahead.
I would set the the one which is the local variable for the class, which
Mm-hmm.
is the x. It will set the value of that x to the value passed.
Correct. So the output will be
So in this case, if you try to make it should still be 0, I would say,
y.
because it is not tied to this particular instance of the class.
Uh, okay. Actually, it is
Um,
because how I'll tell you. Okay,
mhm,
when the parameter that you're passing in this function, I mean the parameter
mhm,
you're passing, right? if this also
Mm-hmm.
has the same name as the variable present in that object, okay,
Okay.
then you have to use the this keyword. Repeat what I told.
Oh, okay.
When the parameter is the same as the uh,
The name of the
object
global.
variable, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So if that is the case, then you should use the this keyword. If not, it is not required to use the this keyword. So if I give,
Oh,
yeah, xq, and if I give xq, so you are reading 100 from here, right? Xq is 100,
yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
100 will come here, and this x will, since we don't have a conflict, so this x will refer to the object x.
Okay.
All right, so that's all. So and we get the, I mean, it gets assigned, and you get the output as 100. Got it?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Are you understanding
Mm.
something?
Yeah, I think okay. So basically, uh, should there not be any clash in like if we make another object obj2 and we do the same,
Mm-hmm. So you want
it
me to
should
do it?
still
Fine, sure, no problem, not a problem.
okay.
Okay, so we are going to make it as obj2, and what do you want me to do?
Let's just pass in 200.
Okay, set x of 200, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're saying it is by default getting okay connected to that instance of object.
Mm-hmm. I'll also,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you might get confused. Probably is it going to change it in the global? I'll show you three things. Okay, so this is basically setting it to 100. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so this
Mm-hmm.
will set it to 200, and
Mm-hmm.
you will see the difference. Oh, I'm sorry. See,
Oh
there is a
no.
difference. Yeah, there is a difference. So I'll tell you what has happened. Okay, uh,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just copy the code. Okay,
Okay.
is the sound of the rain coming? I mean, audible to you?
No, no, I can't. I can't hear rain. Can
Uh,
only hear you.
just give me a second. I'll just go inside. It's still.
Okay. Okay.
Just give me 1 minute. I'll be back.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Yeah, I'm back. So basically,
Mm.
what we have is, so we have a class A, correct?
Yeah. Okay.
And inside, sorry, inside the class we
Mm-hmm.
have a variable x. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you doing? You are creating object. This is the object, first object basically. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And another is object
Obj two.
object 2. Very good. So object j, while create while you are in the line number 9, it will have the default
Mm-hmm.
value of,
Okay. And we have the default value, which is like 0.
yeah, very good, default value, which will be 0. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For object 2 also same case. At object 2, where are we creating? Line 11.
Mm-hmm.
Line 11. So x will,
Should again be 0.
sorry,
It should again be 0.
correct. Yeah. So line number 11, x will
Mhm.
x will take the value as 0. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so line number 10, what is happening?
We're assigning the value of x as 100.
X, you're making it as 100,
Okay.
right? Similarly here
Mm-hmm.
in line 12,
Mm-hmm. 200.
yeah. Is it because of the time? Yeah. So X will take 200.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So basically, what has happened is we have taken a Xerox of class A.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You have take this objects are nothing. So this is the original copy, and you have copied
Mm-hmm.
the class A as OBJ and OBJ2.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the first paper, you are changing the X to 100. The second paper, you are changing the X to 200.
Mm-hmm.
So where is your confusion? You have two copies of A.
Okay. But okay, okay. Since you already said that it is like without doing this dot x, it is
Mhm.
already doing that by default.
Yeah.
This
So
dot x is only required when the names are same basically.
correct, correct. Got it little bit?
Yeah, now I got it.
Okay.
I was just confused like that when you are basically creating object 2, in that case
Mhm.
it should take the value of x as 100, but it didn't.
No, it didn't. It won't. We
Okay,
are
now I
because we
got
are
it.
creating an object of A.
Hmm. Okay, that did it did that thing inside the object only basically,
Ah,
not globally.
correct. Okay.
Okay,
Always it will be like
got it.
that only. Always it will be like that only. There is no global thing.
Okay.
Globally, it is by default zero only. Or in case you are setting it to like 100 or something like that. All right. So coming back
Mm.
here,
Okay.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, tell me. So that is done. So we have since we have put W, we are putting this dot W. Got it?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If we put double, okay. Like, can you tell me now? Set H.
A public void set h parenthesis int h.
Let's make it as H underscore.
Now we okay.
Okay. Now,
Now we can write h equals to h underscore.
yeah. So basically, you can put this is not required. It's not mandatory, but you can also put it like that. You can also put this.
This
Not a problem. Got it?
okay. 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 Okay.
Only when the variables are the same, then you have to make it. This keyword is mandatory. Got it?
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah. So that's all. So we are done with the line number 23. So what is this? We have now. You tell me what is happening here.
So basically, there is a function called area which is returning the multiplication of both of these things.
So tell me what I have to do.
You have to write public int
Int. Very good.
area
Mhm.
parenthesis.
It's not
Uh,
accepting
Now
anything.
we're
It's not
not
accepting.
accepting
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
Okay.
no arguments.
We have return
Mhm.
w asterisk h.
That's all. So that's all. The question is. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Cannot find the symbol. I gave it
we
X
put
underscore.
h.
H underscore. So you got the output as 50.
Okay. Easy.
That's all Java is. You kind of understand the syntax basically, little bit.
Yeah, this is all like very similar to C++. Like all
Ah,
like everything is similar.
always it's very similar. Yeah. So now we'll go
Mm.
to the next question.
Okay.
So that's all the whole code itself. Okay. Write a
Okay.
program to accept a string as input from the user and print the character at even indices.
Okay.
Okay.
That
So,
we are just using as the dot caret function. String dot
exactly.
caret.
Dot caret function.
Okay, this is doable. This is easy.
Let's read the code. Let's read the code. All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So start from the main method,
Mm-hmm.
right? So scanner
Okay.
class is fine. So sc dot next will scan the whole thing.
Input. Okay.
Okay. So then it's
Mm-hmm.
like even display. Okay.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
see, since here there is no object created,
Mm-hmm.
right? So let me just delete this so you won't see that an answer. So how would I
Okay.
what should I do?
we just create a function called event display,
Public.
public void,
Yeah, because it's printing, right?
yeah,
Hmm.
event display, and it is accepting something. It is accepting a string. Yeah.
String. What is the name of the
And
string?
you can write anything. I would say
Actually,
X.
no, because see, they are passing in S. Okay, here I can. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, we can do
Yeah.
anything.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just taking an SD. Then,
Okay. Now it is doing what exactly is it doing inside that we don't know. I think.
yeah, for loop. For
Hmm.
same as JavaScript, no?
Oh, okay, okay. Now, okay. So we have to do that thing. We have to print the even places. Okay.
Correct.
The I is less than len
It's t dot.
dot the length
Okay, that's all. I think it's just length of. Sorry.
I plus
In
plus.
case of string, we have to give like this. Length square
Okay.
bracket is required. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I plus plus.
Why should we give I plus plus?
Why should we do? Because like we are incrementing from zero to going to
Yeah,
the last place.
it's even display now, so we can skip it. Okay.
Uh,
System dot out dot. This like I mean, this is how we print it in Java.
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what are we gonna do?
Actually, we can't just print it like this. We have to first check if the place is even or odd.
Uh huh. Fine. So you are saying that
So
we need to do an if condition.
yeah,
Okay, if
if I plus one,
uh,
I plus one,
I plus one,
mod two,
not
mod percentage
okay.
two equal to zero. Uh, so basically now, so since we have done this, this makes sure that like this is statement says if the number is even,
Bro,
like if the
if I
Mhm.
equal to, I mean, I mod 2 equal to 0, right? I or I plus 1.
Okay, I is the like basically zero. The first thing would be zero thing,
Uh huh.
but we go to the second index.
Correct.
Okay, I think it should do the same job, I guess.
Okay, so you want it to be like plus 1, huh? Okay, fine.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying like just do it with I mod two equal to zero.
I mod 2 not equal to 0. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying put it like I mod two equal to zero.
Which means I will be even number, even digits.
Yeah.
Very
We
good.
want the even numbers, right?
Huh.
But are they saying even indexes as in for the zero? Like, are we counting the zeroth index as well at even
Yes, yes,
numbered?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
That's all.
Until n. Okay. st.char at I.
I'm not sure if this is the spelling. Let's just confirm this.
Char. I think you put it as cat chat instead of char. char.
See, don't think that I'm hungry, okay?
It should not work. I think.
No, no, no. It's for
Yeah.
JDoodle. This JDoodle compiler, it needs the main class to be public.
No. I'm saying you put the char and add in different lines. Would it work?
Acha,
I don't
chalo,
think
no
so.
problem. Because
st.char at should be char at is the one name. Yeah.
I put it out of mistake, bro.
Oh, okay.
I did not see that. Don't do like that. Yeah. Cannot exactly. See, this is what something which I want to tell. So, do you know when we
Mhm.
use static?
Not really. I don't know.
Okay. So when we use static is basically when you're not creating an object and want to directly call the function without creating an object.
Okay.
So here we have not created an object, right? Any object, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me clarify that. Okay. Let me clarify that. So I'm gonna put public static. Okay.
Mhm.
whatever.
Okay.
I'm just creating this function. Don't need to worry about
Mm-hmm.
anything else. Okay, so I'm just gonna call that function. What is that function name? Pri. Right? If you're calling that function, yeah, yeah. So got it right? Like we are just creating an object and calling the function.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that's fine. So if I'm gonna put this as static.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can also reference it like a,
Without the object.
exactly a dot pri. See, I'm still able to do
Okay.
that. If I don't have the static,
Mm-hmm.
if I do,
Then you cannot call it without the object.
it will say that cannot be referenced from static context. That's fine. So if I want to,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm putting this as static,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and if I'm doing like this, so I have put it static, then a dot,
Mm-hmm.
no, if I do that, huh, if you're trying to reference that,
Mm-hmm.
you understood the point, right?
Yeah, I got the point. Basically, with static, you can call it even without creating any object.
Huh,
So, but without static, you cannot do the same. Without static, you have to create an object and then access it via the object only.
correct, correct, correct. All right.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So if you go to that code also, in this case
Mm-hmm.
also, see, they are calling the object directly.
Okay.
So which means you have to create a static method. See,
Yeah,
the main method
makes
itself, they
sense.
are calling the function, which means you need
Mm-hmm.
to create a static function. So
Okay.
that's why we are putting the static function. Got it?
Okay, makes sense. But why is it still okay? It works. Oh, caret I. Huh? Why is it printing I?
One second. See, A C
Oh,
E. It is
okay.
printing.
Okay, so it is printing the
All,
characters at the odd thing,
yeah,
odd
all.
places instead of even.
And just like you put right, plus one we'll put.
Yeah. I think you'll have to put I plus one in parentheses in brackets.
Uh huh.
Yeah, now it should work.
Yeah, basically the second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fine.
Makes sense. Okay.
So we need to like see even indices, bro. Here they are asking about indices. Means
Mm-hmm.
zeroth index, second index, third index. So whatever we are putting was right.
Mm.
But what I'm saying, indices. The index of A is what? Zero, which is even.
Zero.
C is
Oh, okay, okay. So
just
they are saying it from like okay, zero indexing basically.
correct. Okay.
Okay.
So they'll play with the words. Just be careful. IITM it is.
Okay.
All right. I think we are done with the two questions. Let's go with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
third question. First 2 weeks are pretty easy. Like you don't need to do anything at all,
Okay.
right? So this is again for loop. This. How do you get this? That's all the question is.
One square, one square plus two square, one square plus two square plus three square. Okay, doable.
Yeah, it's very doable. So here, what they are trying to make us learn is basically um,
Loops.
syntax for loops. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Loop inside a loop. That we even saw it in the previous question, right? Instead of for loop, we
Mm-hmm,
gave a
yeah,
definition.
yeah.
So that's all. So what's happening? Let's read the code and we'll move to the next question. Nothing here.
Mm-hmm.
So scanner class, they are scanning the integer, whatever we are passing it here. This case, I'll
Mm-hmm.
pass 4. Okay. So for this,
Okay.
this is okay. I think this syntax is fine for you,
Mm-hmm.
right? So sum plus equal
Yeah.
to j star. So this should give us the output. Hmm. Okay, is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
This should be fine. There is nothing to learn here. We have seen all these things.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go to the graded assignment.
Okay.
Yeah. So complete the definition of the given class by defining appropriate constructors and member functions such that it is in coherence with the. Okay. So they will give us. Okay, fine.
What does it mean by coherence?
Uh, that's in synchronous with they will give us the. They're asking. They won't say anything. Okay. So
Oh, okay.
such that coherence with the given main method and produce the required output. For example, I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna delete these. I won't even give a chance for you to look at it. Okay. So here we have the F class. All right.
Okay.
So this is what the question is, and the
Mm-hmm.
statement they are saying is, I'll just copy that also.
Complete the initial given class, defining appropriate constructors and member functions.
Hmm.
Okay, so that it is in coherence.
Coherence means nothing like whatever is given in the main method. Accordingly, you just do the remaining code. That's what they are saying,
Okay.
such that it is in accordance with the given main method and produce the required output.
Okay.
Right?
So we have to make a constructor and
Hmm.
some member functions.
Yeah, that's right. Whatever is there given in the main method, or else it will throw error, right?
Okay.
So I'll just print out the output also, so it'll be easy for you to refer. This is the input. So it won't come basically because we have deleted it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we are taking. Okay, come on. Again, where should we start from?
I think we have to first see what that asking us.
See, always start from main method. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So look at what I mean. Go line by line so that you don't need to worry about anything else.
Okay.
Okay.
Scanner is okay. Employee one created an
Uh-huh.
object. Okay.
So we are
It is a
creating
name
an
of the.
object of employee. Okay. So we have the
Mm-hmm.
employee. Do we have the constructor? Yes. So while
Yes, we have the
creating
constructor.
the object of the employee, these three variables will be,
Mm-hmm.
declared. We are declaring the variables, and
Okay.
the ename will get set the value guest.
Guessed. Okay.
So, got what is happening in this
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
line number 25.
Yeah.
These many things are happening.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, good. So next, what are you doing?
String name. We're setting the. Okay. We are giving the input for the name, for ID,
Yeah,
and for department.
yeah. Patrick, E2000, not 5, and production. These are the department. Got it?
Okay.
These
Yeah.
three are
Got it.
happening. Okay. So what is line number 36 doing? We are creating.
Okay. It is creating a new object
Uh-huh.
and it is passing the values.
Correct.
But in this case, it should not change the values because the constructor is only like initializing ename as guest.
Yeah. Okay. So first we'll do this. Okay.
Okay,
So this needs to have another constructor, right?
okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right, you're right. It needs to have a constructor because there is no constructor which is accepting any arguments.
So
Public
public
employee,
employee. Tell me.
string,
Don't get confused because if you have name,
yeah,
obviously they'll have something name here. Then you can tell me the data type here.
yeah. You can put it anything, string name, comma, string ID, comma, string department.
Works so far?
Yeah, works.
Okay. So ideally you can set these whatever we are passing,
Hmm.
right? Uh, so let's
What
not
should
do
the
this.
output be? What should the output be?
This is the
Do they
output.
want something?
Guest null
Oh,
and production.
so basically they don't care about whatever the input is.
Hmm.
I'm assuming.
Obviously they are caring about the production. See whatever
Oh,
they.
production is passed. Okay, okay.
I'll tell you
So,
where this. Okay, now let's not do this because we are in confusion,
okay,
right?
okay, okay,
We are in confusion
okay.
whether we have to do it or not, right?
Okay,
Okay. So we'll go forward and make the code
okay.
properly. Okay. So next we have
Mhm.
something else. Other function. What is this function? Do we have that function? No.
Copy department. We don't have it yet.
Okay. So public.
Copy department. Copy DEPT.
I always
Oh,
return.
public void. Yeah, yeah. Public void. And it is accepting some object
What is
as
that?
input.
What is the type of the object?
That is the object of the class.
What is the time? What? Tell
Okay.
me. Don't tell me class. Should I put class there?
Uh, I think you have to put employee
Very good.
and E, something like that. Employee.
Yeah. Employee. Because E2 is of type employee, so we should put
Mm-hmm.
employee. And this is not a problem. We can do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what is this doing? Copies the name
Okay.
of E2 into E1's department. Okay. See, you have
Okay.
E1 object and E2 object, right?
Okay.
E1 is an object of employee, right? Yes or no?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. What is E2?
E2 is also an object of employee.
Very good. So E1 is also an object of employee. E2 is also object of employee. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to refer the left one, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so left object to the right object means you should use, if you're using this dot
This even this E.
EDEPT, right?
Oh,
Equal to
no, no, ED, EBD. Okay, okay, got it, got it. Hmm.
this is whatever you're
Means
passing.
E dot EDBT. Okay, okay,
Mhm.
makes sense.
Okay, this will be like
Mm.
E2 and this will be like E2.
E2.
Huh. So this
Mm.
will give you an idea. This means this refers to whatever you're passing in front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got it?
Whatever object is trying to call this function, basically.
Correct, correct, correct.
Okay.
Mm, fine. So far so good. The copy
Mm-hmm.
department is done. But see, which means
Mm-hmm.
E2 should have, okay, that's fine. So E1 dot display details. So we don't have that, right?
Yeah.
So we should create it again.
Public void display details parenthesis.
Go ahead. So this is the required output.
What does this display details functions do? I think it should display all the things.
Yeah.
System dot out dot println,
Mhm.
and we just have to print ename equals to uh,
Just
plus
rename.
this dot.
This
So
not
just
rename or
ename.
just rename. Anything is fine because
Okay,
this is
okay,
inside
got
only.
it.
That's okay.
Hmm.
Mm.
Similarly for department and EID.
I think it's no EAD first, right?
Yeah, EID, then department.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So ideally we have done.
EID should be null, I guess. EID, like, what is the value that they have passed? The
Mhm.
inputs. I mean, the inputs which they have given. Can you scroll down?
So this is the output required, right?
Yeah, this is the output required.
So if this is printing, what will happen?
Ename should be guessed, I guess.
That we are doing, right? Whenever we are creating the object, so E1 will
Mm-hmm.
have guessed as ename. So
Mm-hmm.
actually we are calling E1 dot display, bro.
Okay.
So even is having three things, right? Since we don't have any parameters passed, even as having
Mm-hmm.
ename will be guessed, EID will be zero, and E
Yeah.
department, no, sorry, EID will be null, and E department also
E
will be
department would be null.
null. Okay, for
Null.
ename.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is what you are trying to print here.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah.
E1 dot display details. Now, if you have put E2 dot
Mm-hmm.
display details, then it will print accordingly. But we
Mm.
have to do that also. So here, so since it's making some complexity, like I mean, ename is fine, EID is fine. Okay,
Mm.
wait a second. Let me just run this and show you. You get some output. See, we are there.
Null, null. Okay.
We are there.
Mm.
Okay. Only thing is that during the
E department.
copy department, E2 is also having null. Right? We did not do anything.
Oh, okay. Mm.
So we need to make sure that, so only if this dot e department is fine, but
This dot, this dot, this dot ename
Mhm.
equals to name.
Yes.
EID equals to
Huh.
ID, and E department equals to department. Okay. Perfect.
Ta-da, got output.
Yeah.
Clear this
Easy.
question?
Mm. Yeah.
Everything is clear, right? How it is happening?
Yeah. Everything is
Good. So we have
yeah.
the recording, no problem. Even if you want, you can refer it later.
Okay.
Mhm. Right. So we are at the last question.
Mm.
All right. So let's read the question again. So again, they are saying that in coherence with the given main method, whatever is there in the main method,
Mm,
accordingly you write the code. So and
okay.
if you see here, the expected output is different.
Mm, yeah, projects. Okay, ID name projects. But it is just passing ID and name. Okay.
Hmm. I just execute it. So let's
Mm-hmm.
see. Yeah. So this is according to the output. So I need to change the codes. Oh my God. Yeah. Let's see from where the code is beginning. So they are giving us the employee class. Then after employee
Mm-hmm.
class till mutator. Hmm. This is the question. Got it.
Okay.
Okay. So again, whatever the question is, don't worry about anything. Start from main method.
Okay.
Okay. So what's happening? Scanner.
Scanner. Okay.
Hmm.
Scanner project. We have already defined an array.
Very good.
Is it an array?
Yes, it's an array.
Yeah, it is an array.
It's a string array. Hmm.
String ID. We are uh,
Okay.
taking the input for ID and name.
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
ID and name. Correct. Go ahead.
Creating a new object for employee and passing ID name project in the constructor.
Very good. If the constructor is going there, then we need to go to the class and see if we have any constructor. We don't have it, right?
Yeah, we don't have it, so we have to make a constructor.
Public.
Public employee.
Hmm.
Arrays, and we are accepting three arguments.
String ID.
String ID, string name, and string project.
String.
Project.
Wait a minute. Is it the string project?
Oh, it's an array, I guess.
Hmm. So you can whatever it is there
Mm-hmm.
exactly like this, you can do it. Not a problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Our string. You can put that bracket here also. What I'm saying is that you can
Oh,
put it here or here.
as well as here, like anything. Like,
Yeah, anywhere it's fine. So this is something new. Whatever I'm putting, like this is
mm-hmm.
something new. So we'll go ahead.
Okay.
Right. So ideally, this is supposed to set all these things, right? That's how usually it will be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this dot, okay, it's EID only now.
Yeah, EID
EID.
equals to ID,
Hmm.
name equals to name, and E projects equals to project. Or we have to append. What is the syntax here?
So okay, so you wanted to know what will happen there, right? So I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to make it as um, yeah, double array and static. Uh, so let's print it and see.
Okay.
It's going to be an empty array, nothing else, right?
Yeah, yeah, it should be an empty array.
Hmm. Let's check it. How will it come actually? Since it's static, we can do that.
Data type.
Wow, it's
Okay,
null.
null.
By default, no, there is nothing.
Mm,
You can try to put that, but I mean, you put something like it's a double, right? So 3.3. So now these are double values.
okay. Mm,
Mhm.
okay, it is printing the memory address of that thing.
Mhm. So if you put of 0,
Mm, then it should print only the zero thing. But what if you want the whole thing, the whole array?
no, actually it is not like that. There are some other things that you need to do. I'll tell you about
Okay,
that later.
okay.
Mhm. Fine. So
Like
yeah,
one of the ways could be going inside a for loop, or like Python has something like extends. It basically copies the
I know.
array, all of the array into this particular array, like
But basically,
appends basically.
yeah, that's correct. Let's go ahead to this point. Okay.
Okay.
and it was null, and we can see like if you're just referring to this point, it should be fine, right?
Hmm.
So no.
Yeah, it should work. I think both of them are referring to the same memory location.
Yeah. Okay. So but there is a
Hmm.
catch. I'll tell about that later. Okay.
Okay.
I want you to go with whatever is happening. So later on you will come to know what is happening. All right. So
Okay.
whatever we are supposed to do, we have done, right? E projects, e
Hmm.
name, and whatever. So we have something else.
Okay.
What is this?
We have to create a new constructor which accepts only one argument. Public employee. What is the type of that argument? Object. Employee.
Good.
Yeah. Employee. E. Yeah.
E is also fine. So this says that this is a copy constructor.
Must copy all the data members.
Hmm.
Okay. It is saying
So this dot,
this dot.
copy constructor, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This dot eid equals to e dot eid. Similarly for all of them. This dot ename equals to e dot ename. This dot projects on
Hmm.
equals to e dot e projects.
Works. We have done the copy constructor, and mutator
Hmm.
they have already given.
Okay.
Mutator they have given it already, and display function
Hmm.
we need to do.
Okay.
Mhm. Public display method. Come on, tell me.
Okay. Public display.
Yeah, I need to
Public
go.
void display.